Nice to be here. I have a very short presentation, actually. I brought a question, not a project. And the question is, what is the vagus nerve doing during the brain's complexity drops? And the first question then is, what are complexity drops? And looking at bold signal, complexity is measured with weighted permutation entropy, which captures both amplitude and neuronal patterns. And in a time-resolved manner, looking at complexity drops, complexity drops are when multiple parcels drop below the first percentile of this complexity. So what we see is a general drop of weighted permutation entropy, and multiple areas drop below that. And this complexity drops happen from unimodal to transmodal, so they propagate throughout the brain. And talking to the authors interpreted this as a soft reset of the brain, where the brain repeatedly and intrinsically maintains the functional architecture of the brain. And talking to the author, we agreed that this changes on such a large scale have an effect also on the body, or somehow linked to the body. And that's where we thought of bringing in heart rate variability, so the changes in interbeat intervals that are linked to the parasympathetic tone. And in new data, we were able to replicate these findings in one participant. This is where we can see also complexity drops again. And then we associated this with RMSSD. This is again only in one participant. This is only one pilot. And we could speculate that there's a negative correlation between the two of them. But of course, and that is the outlook, the next question is, what is happening on a group level, which areas are particularly affected, or where is this association happening? And also we will look at different data sets, one with a HRV intervention, one where we compare before and after stress, how this association is changing, and also in a longitudinal data set. Yeah, as promised, a very short presentation, and that's it already. Thank you.
Yep. Do we have a question for this?
Hi, thank you for the presentation. I was wondering whether you control if these complexity drops are related to a specific rhythms, because it always depends on the measure of complexity of entropy you use, but it's typically shown that the more zero crossings you have, more complexity, and so it means the higher gamma activity, for instance. So,
I mean, this is in bold signal now, not in EEG.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's because you have a measure of complexity, or maybe it's just a specific oscillation, or
I don't.
You haven't checked. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think they looked at it. Neither did we yet.
No, because it could be a direct measure of something else.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. A more general question. What is complexity? And how do you understand complexity?
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, because you refer to this, but that's very, very important, right? So what is it, and why is it neurophysiologically useful, meaningful?
I mean, we could probably talk about it for hours, but in very short, I think complexity, depending also on how it is measured, is related to criticality, so how well the brain is processing information in the presence of noise.
Would you say that, so white noise is by far completely unpredictable signal. Would you say that it has the highest complexity?
Yes.
No. Yeah. So no. Okay. I just thought whether you already thought about how to link neurophysiologically the complexity measures with the parasympathetic activity. Yeah, but we can discuss it later. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.